35, I can still live a little bit. You know, I got to slow down now because, like, you know, I'm married and everything. I can't stay out late no more. Can't be kissing all the girls all the time anymore.
On Monday, Washington's RFK Stadium was the first stop on Bruce Springsteen's 1985 U.S. tour. It was the hottest ticket of the summer for 55,000 fans, though some couldn't buy it at the box office.
We paid $80 each with a $125 service charge. They cost me $100 for the pair, which I think, according to the going rate, I think we got a pretty good deal.
They came from near and far to see the boss, New Jersey's now legendary favorite son. Fans who have seen him perform many times in the past, and the newly converted whose fervor almost seems like a religious experience.
I'm married to this my first time. I'm so excited. I can't believe it.
It's the greatest rocker who ever lived.
Yeah.
For this tour, Springsteen has graduated from arenas to stadiums. And even with 6 sold-out performances here at Giant Stadium in New Jersey, he can't accommodate all of his fans. Ticketron in New York sold 236,000 tickets the first day they were available.
We paid a lot of money for him.
How much did you pay?
$17.50.
They cost me $300 each.
Even those way up in the very last row didn't seem to mind.
Nothing will ever be the same after this, I don't think. We won't be able to enjoy anything like that.
I seen him last year, and I seen him years before, and I'm going 3 the first 4 nights, because Bruce is #1.
Dixie Watley, Entertainment Tonight.
New Jersey to Giant Stadium in East Rutherford.
More specifically, Bruce Springsteen was born in New Jersey. Just about an hour's drive from Giant Stadium and down the New Jersey Turnpike, along a couple of smaller highways, is Freehold, New Jersey. Residents know that that's the town he sings about so often. They remember when he went to the town's high school, and they say that the high school pitcher Springsteen sings about in glory days died in Vietnam. Springsteen is also remembered at the pizza place where he and just about everyone else in Freehold used to hang out.
He used to bring his guitar right into the restaurant with him, the place fully packed, and start playing his guitar with everybody around, and it used to get a little out of hand, so of course my father used to ask him to stop playing it.
Go down Main Street, then turn onto South Street. Go one more block, and that's 68 South Street, the house where Bruce Springsteen grew up. The parents of Samuel DeJesus rent the house now, and when Samuel also lived there, he found out how fanatic some Springsteen fans are.
Some guy came in, and he wanted to buy the door, right, the screen door. So we said that, you know, I actually said in my own words, I said, I can't sell it because it's not my door, you know, we only rent it.
Down another New Jersey highway is Asbury Park. Just off this windy boardwalk in Asbury Park is the Stone Pony, the club where Springsteen first developed his musical style. Every now and again, he would come back and give a surprise performance to his local fans. And just south of Asbury Park is Belmar, New Jersey. That's where you'll find E Street, the place where the E Street Band got its name. Now, just south of 11th Avenue is the Sanchez house, where neighbors say Bruce and the band used to practice in the basement. And across the street from the police station is the house where neighbors say Springsteen used to visit a girlfriend quite frequently a few years back. Bruce Springsteen still lives in New Jersey, and he visits his hometown fairly often. And he keeps the memories alive in his music.
That's right. I worked 5 days a week, girl. Load of crates down on the dock. I take my hard-earned money. I need my girl down on the block. That Monday when the phone calls time, I've already cried off my mind.
More than 60,000 fans felt that in East Rutherford, New Jersey Sunday night. And it will be the same way every night through Friday, when Bruce Springsteen's home state concert stand ends. And he prepares to leave once more, to bring the music of New Jersey to the world. Rutherford, New Jersey.
Next month, he'll appear in the 80,000-seat Cotton Bowl on Friday, September 13th. A second show may be added for September 14th. Ticket sale details have not been announced, but why not just go and stand?
Morning, and Alan, I don't know why you sent me down with $100 when you only need $19 for each ticket, but I guess you wanted me to try to bribe him or something. I don't know. Just kidding.
Of course, Barbara. Is there any limit to the number of tickets an individual can buy?
Each person can buy 4 tickets.
4 tickets. Okay.
That's right.
Thanks a lot. Have a good time down there, Barbara.
Alice will go on sale here tomorrow morning at 9, and some Trinity students made sure they won't be the first in line.
Why spend all night just for that?
Because we love Bruce Springsteen.
If you've ever seen him, you know it all. He's the boss.
Well, if you want to line up besides Laurie Auditorium, you can get the tickets tomorrow at the Spurs box office, Hastings Records, Central Park Mall, West Mercado Mall, the Majestic ticket office, the UTSA, I guess it is, ticket office, Fort Sam Houston, Kelly, and Lackland.
They're going to try to raise money for struggling farmers in this country. The idea, of course, came from the Live Aid concert, the Live Aid for Africa concert, which took place a couple of weeks ago. Remember, Bob Dylan said, "Couldn't you spare a couple of million for American farmers?" They're going to get it. The big show will be held at the University of Illinois. Rock star Bruce Springsteen makes a return performance in Texas next month as part of his Born in the USA concert tour. But is he as popular as he was the first time around? Linda Wasserman checked out ticket sales for the Dallas concert this morning. She has this story.
When the ticket sales windows opened at 9 o'clock this morning, there were those who waited all night to get theirs. And for them, the wait paid off.
No, man, you can't get none of these. These are all mine, man. What'd you get? Oh, the 4th row.
But they probably really didn't have to wait in line all night. At this downtown ticket outlet, there were only 25 people in line, and several of them didn't show up until this morning. Even the ticket seller was surprised there weren't more people.
I thought there'd be much more of a line.
Have you seen them all the way up?
Oh, yes, Yeah, I've seen them where it's taken 5 or 6 windows and worked for 2 or 3 hours to get the lines down.
Just to be sure, we checked the second location. The line was a little longer at the Spurs box office, but by 9:30, the line cleared out, and most people got good tickets, despite the fact that ticket offices all over the state were selling at the same time by computer.
Bruce Springsteen may be called the boss, but here in San Antonio, the long lines that were expected simply didn't materialize. Maybe it's because the boss is so popular that San Antonians thought they didn't stand a chance of getting good tickets here. Linda Wasserman, News 4 San Antonio.
Just a little footnote, Sharon. It's a good thing, too, because tickets sold out across the state in 4 hours. But if you want to see the boss on his Born in the USA tour, good news. Bruce will do another Dallas show the next day, September 14th. Tickets for that show will go on sale bright and early tomorrow morning. And tomorrow morning, is that still the time Elena is expecting?
To the age of video, and they've made a total of 4 videos from the Born in the USA album so far. Now, the most recent is gloomy, to say the least. When tickets for the Washington, D.C. date went on sale, phone orders were so heavy that they jammed up the phone lines and even shut down the White House phones. Hope they weren't ordering out for dinner that night. Come on, laugh.
Just roughly 1 hour before the boss makes his final appearance on his home turf at New Jersey's Giant Stadium at the Meadowlands, roadies and technicians make last-minute adjustments with the lighting and the sound system, while fans who have just started to file in wait anxiously to witness what has been declared one of the greatest concerts in rock and roll history. So far, internationally, 3.5 million concertgoers have seen the triumphant Born in the USA tour. However, Sunday night, which culminated 6 sold-out performances in the Garden State, proved to be a homecoming for both the audience and the members of the E Street Band.
It's an amazing, amazing thing to be involved with, and I have to say that I don't think there's anybody else that I could be more proud and honored to be working with than Bruce. I think he's the most important artist we have today.
Put on your best dress, baby, and darling, fix your hair up right. This is a
to me, the great thing about Bruce's gig is being a part of his show. and working with them and working with the guys in the band and the communication on stage and always really trying, you know, to push that level up a little bit higher and do a little bit better.
Well, now there's this girl, well, she lives up the block, but back in school she could turn all the boys' heads.
It's a great thrill to play for your hometown crowds and your family. You know, they get a chance to see what you're doing. Oh, that's what you do for a living, you know? It's the kind of thing, you know?
All right, New Jersey, express yourself.
It's always great to play in Jersey. And after being in Europe and Japan and Australia for, well, except for a few weeks when we were home, we were gone for 2.5 months. It's great to be back here.
Although New Jersey has been home for the E Street Band during these last 6 performances, now it's time to pack up the guitars, mics, keyboards, drums, and sax and head for Miami, Dallas, Denver, and Los Angeles, where the Born in the USA tour resumes. Cheryl Washington, CNN, East